Welcome back to the Yawhg. Who do you want to be?
What? What? Oh.
Mountain Man, red lady, red black lady, blue strange hat lady, or the suave.
I'm not as muscular, so I guess I'll go with the suave.
The suave. I guess I'll be Giant Mountain Man. I was the suave last time, and Kelsey chose the red black lady. She did pretty well. I apparently goofed up at the last decision. The Yawhg will be here in 6 weeks, and no one suspects it. Not a one of us. We just keep on living our lives week by week, unaware. That's about all we gotta do. We choose one of these places, go there, and we can choose what to do. I think I'm gonna brew a potion. You spend the week experimenting with different potion brews. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day, while in the tower, one of the alchemists asks you to watch his potion while he's out. Soon after he leaves, the potion begins bubbling out of control. If you don't do something soon, it'll explode. Drinking it sounds terrible, but why the hell not? Quickly drink the potion. Your stomach can't seem to handle the ew. Fire erupts Fire erupts up your esophagus, and for a solid minute, you're shooting a jet of fire from between your lips. There goes my mustache! You lose 2 How? What a learning experience, though. You gain 1 mind. Don't drink crazy potions. Where would you like to go?
I guess since I'm such a suave, I think I'll go to the tavern.
I'm trying to get there. Oh, I passed it. There. Tavern. Will you bartend or drink?
Yeah, everyone's gonna tell me their problems otherwise, so I think I'll bartend.
You spend the week serving drinks at the tavern. You earn 1 wealth in tips and gain 2 charm. One day, the tavern throws its annual dart tournament. Will you enter or spectate?
I guess it's time to test my physique. I shall enter.
You sign up for the dart tournament, ready to prove your dart-throwing prowess. You play the worst game of darts anybody's ever seen. Oops. You managed to break several glasses and narrowly miss someone's head.
Well, that guy called me a dick.
You come dead last.
Which is actually first.
Somebody there wrote a song about how poorly you did, and it's quickly become the most popular tune in town.
Can I make an 8-bit cover of it?
You lose 1 charm. They say the last time it came, the Yawhg devoured houses whole, stole lives, tore families and family members apart. But that was so very long ago. So, just a note here, Doku here has never heard of the Yawhg, and knows nothing about it, as far as I know.
Never even heard of it, never even played it, never even seen it.
I shall go to the forest. It's a quaint looking game, don't you think? Hunt. You spend the week hunting defenseless critters. You gain 2 gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. One day you hear a howl nearby, followed by the rustling of leaves. Run! You drop what you're doing and run for your life. You hear heavy footsteps running behind you, and they seem to be getting closer. Something heavy jumps on top of you and slashes open your back. You black out. When you come to, your whole body feels warm, and the gash in your back has disappeared. You lose 3 magic. No clue why. You gain 3 physique. Hey! It's what I came out here to do. Where will you go?
Since I am such a not so charming now suave, I think I'll go to the palace.
Do administration work or attend the ball?
I shall attend the ball.
Knowing you, you'd probably be DJ. You spend the week attending fancy parties. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse.
See,
One day,
I
the
told you
king approaches you.
Oh my.
Excuse me, but you look like someone who I can confide in.
He says.
I really want a prince to take over the throne, but the queen and I aren't exactly active in the bedroom.
Ooh!
He blushes a little.
Do you have any advice on how I could romance the queen, so to speak?
Teach the king your ways, or admit you don't know what you're doing.
I have nothing to lose. But there is nothing I can do.
But there's nothing you can do?
I might be charming, but please.
The king walks away, disappointed. It was on us in a heartbeat, or so the stories go. The earth shook. The air went still. Spooky. I should
could
go.
definitely tell you that if I chose the former, he would probably have an excuse to behead me.
Good point. But there's nothing I can do. To the gardens, where I shall landscape. That is certainly an elephant. You spend the week maintaining the plants in the royal garden. You gain 1 finesse, 1 physique, and earn yourself 1 wealth. Over the course of the week, you notice that you've been slowly growing hair all over your body. Oh dear. You've also noticed yourself getting significantly stronger. You gain 3 physique. You're the strongest man everywhere. Your ability to control the supernatural is fading, however. You lose 3 magic. One day you feel searing pain course through you as your body contorts against your will. Fur erupts everywhere and your teeth turn jagged and sharp. You can hear the screaming of those around you, but all you can think of is how hungry you are. Oh heavens! That was a crash if I've ever heard one. The next few hours are a blur. You wake up the next day in your bed, naked and coated in blood. You take a look in the mirror and notice you're completely back to normal now. You feel like whatever all that was, it's all out of your system now. Well, good! I'm a werewolf, and I've apparently destroyed the Okay, you can still go to the gardens, I suppose.
Well then, since I am a not so charming, but then redeeming my charm, but then getting friggin' told that I'm a virgin suave, I'll go to the fucking slums.
To the slums with you, where you will pickpocket or fight crime.
Well, I almost destroyed someone's head in a game of darts, so I'll fight crime.
Totally. You spend the week outsmarting and beating up criminals. You gain 1 mind, 1 physique, and 1 finesse. One night, a woman walks up to you. "Excuse me, sir. Feeling a little lonely tonight?" she asks. For only a small amount of coin, I can make you feel good all night. What do you say?
I don't have enough wealth.
You don't! So... You're lost! And then the world was a howling fury. Chaos. Screaming. The sound of all we knew being pulled in half. Some fog rolling in. Maybe those at the alchemy tower can help me out. I'll brew a potion for myself. Maybe that'll help. You gain 2 magic and 1 mind. One day you hear one of the alchemists shout, Eureka! When you look over to see what he's done, you spot a small, previously dead ferret come to life. I figured out the antidote to death! The alchemist exclaims. The undead ferret lets out a horrific noise and lumbers about slowly. I don't be needing no zombie ferrets. You smack the ferret off the counter and stomp on it until it stops twitching. Take that. The alchemist is horrified. You gain 1 physique. I'm the strongest man. Where do you want to go? Something is wrong with the gardens. I think I destroyed them.
Okay, since I am a less than charming, then suddenly redeeming every charm, then getting told that I'm a virgin, and then solidifying the fact that I'm a virgin. Suave.
Oh, you just couldn't afford it. Just work. Get some money in you. You'll have the woman wooing over you eventually.
I'll go to the alchemy tower.
You can't. Because I'm there, apparently.
Then I will go to the forest.
To the forest. Where you will
Hunt.
You spend the week hunting defenseless critters looking a lot smaller than I did in the same picture. You gain 2 finesse and sell the pelts for 1 wealth. You can afford that lady now. She's probably gone. One day you stumble upon a tall, nicely trimmed hedge in the middle of the woods. You sit and eat your lunch in front of the hedge, wondering what exactly it's doing out in the woods. Because apparently bushes don't belong in the woods. Suddenly an enormous hand erupts from the foliage. What do?
Dodging.
Your reflexes allow you to duck just out of its grasp. You run faster than you ever have in your life. You gain 2 physique. When it arrives this time, how will we fare? Will we once more rebuild, move on, be strong, or have we forgotten? Spooky! I want to go to the gardens, like fix things, but I can't. I broke it. I shall go to the hospital, where I shall tend to patients. You spend the week diagnosing and tending to the sick. You gain 2 mind and earn 1 wealth. One day, the bloodletting leeches somehow escape from their container. Oh gosh! Leeches start flooding into the hallways? How many leeches do we own?
Like
there
a
are
billion.
people screaming everywhere as leeches slither towards them. That's gross. Somebody do something! Yells one of the doctors. I thought that might be someone else. My magic is terrible, but, I will save you! You start taunting the leeches to lead them back into their containers. With great skill, you manage to avoid the leech's fangs. You then lure them all back into their containers. Quick thinking. You gain 1 mind. I'm apparently the leech charmer.
Well then.
I
Not
mean,
doing so great on mind, am I?
on
I
magic.
guess I will go to the... Okay. Let's see. Since I am a not as charming, but slightly went back to being charming
Oh my
virgin,
god.
who's got solidified as a virgin, only to be almost grabbed by a
Grabbed
hand.
by a
and
hand
got
in the
out
bush.
so sad, I gotta go fast. I think I will go to the alchemy tower.
You gotta go fast. Where you will either clean lab or brew potion.
I guess I will clean the lab.
You spend the week cleaning up noxious chemicals. You're paid 1 wealth for your labor and gain 1 physique and 1 magic. One day, an artificer. Is that how you pronounce that?
Artificer?
Stopped by for a visit. She is adorned with magical gadgets and gizmos, and is followed everywhere by her clockwork spider. Cool.
I swear, if that's the same spider from Astora's Wrath, I'ma stomp it.
The alchemists of the tower all go out of their way to impress the artificer, offering her an array of potions and elixirs. However, as she leaves, she turns to you and says, "You, I like you." She offers you a choice of one of her trinkets. Ring of clever thoughts or ring of quick movement, swift movement.
Well... Gotta go fast!
Gotta go fast. The ring grants you 3 finesse. The alchemists are jealous. The Yawhg. It's almost here. Almost. Spooky. I believe I will go to the palace. We'll go to the palace and attend the ball. You spend the week attending fancy gatherings. You gain 2 charm and 1 finesse. One day, the court jester approaches you. "Would you like to learn to juggle?" he asks excitedly. "I'll teach you everything I know for a small sum." Sure. You spend the day with the jester, practicing your juggling technique. You improve dramatically. You gain 2 finesse. You gain another 2 finesse. You happily pay the jester for his services. You lose 1 wealth.
Since I am a charming, not so charming, but suddenly got back to charming virgin who solidified his code as a virgin to run away fast from some sort of hand and be even more fast from a ring because he's a ladies' man, I guess I'll go to the arena.
Will you compete or bet?
I will compete.
You spend the week fighting brutes in the arena. You gain 2 physique and 1 finesse. You have the most finesse. During a match, another warrior's weapon is knocked from their grasp. You barely manage to avoid it. With a sickening crunch, it destroys the knee of a nearby bystander.
My leg!
He accuses you of causing him harm by not stopping the flying weapon. He takes you to court. What will you do?
I'm probably going to lose this bet, but I'm going to defend myself.
You bet. You object, but you cannot seem to convince the judge. He rules in the plaintiff's favor and orders you to surrender 2 wealth.
Well, that wasn't bad.
The storm arrives in the night. By the morning, it still rages. For 3 full days, the tempest puts us through a grinder, drowns us, crushes us, ruins us. But then it ends. You see the graveyard our home has become. Our home. Does anything yet live? Is it? Are we past saving? We broke it! I believe with my 11 physique... I think we have the same amount of physique and finesse.
Dear God. 11 physique, 13 finesse, 11 mind.
Wow. I do believe I will be the builder.
You take it upon yourself to help rebuild the town by hand.
You rebuild homes fairly quickly and efficiently. This helps the rebuilding effort a lot. What will you be?
Oh God, we do have the same physique and finesse.
Oh gosh! I just have more mind than you. And money. But I don't think money matters by this point.
The looter, the tailor, the smelter. Okay,
The
so let's
candlestick
recap.
melter? I don't know. What will you be?
Let's recap. So, being the
Oh,
not
boy.
as charming but suddenly charming person that I was, and then being told that I was a virgin, and then solidifying the fact that I was a virgin, only to have a hand grab me just because I had to go fast, and now I become even faster, only to have myself sued and losing practically almost all of my percentage ratings. I think I will become
It's like a game of telephone.
the tailor.
The tailor. Ooh. You volunteer to weave and mend clothing for the survivors to keep warm. You make and mend clothing faster than anyone could have ever expected. Every survivor has now an excess number of scarves, socks, and hats to keep warm. This helps the survival effort immensely. Good job. And so, we set about our tasks, once more living our lives, this time in a way we might never have expected, or even wanted. But in the end, it was a struggle, but a struggle we never abandoned. Though our home has been stripped apart, we did not let it languish, and whether we succeed or fail, we did our best. Who knows if the Yawhg will visit us again? Who knows if we will ever be, can ever be, ready for it? There is something beyond this. What'd you think?
Pretty good. Short, but good.
With the Yawhg over and the town being rebuilt, you decide to seek out the beast that infected you with that violent disease. Armed with only a crossbow and a small pocket knife, that's not sounding like a good idea. You venture out into the forest. For a few days you find nothing. Then you try howling out to the night sky. In what seems like only a moment, you hear heavy footsteps running straight for you. You fire a bolt into the darkness and hear a loud squeal. Peering into the blackness of the night, you spot your foe sprawling on the forest floor, with your bolt straight through its skull. You behead it with your pocket knife and bring it back to town. You become a celebrated hero. While the town is being rebuilt, you become leader of a hunting party. You become the town's main supplier of game, meat, and furs. You become extremely adept at killing defenseless animals.
Rules of nature!
One day, you spot a glowing blue fox in the woods. Upon seeing you, it cackles and runs off. You pursue it for what feels like hours, but to no avail. Capturing the laughing blue fox becomes an obsession for you. You spend every moment thinking of its laugh, even while you sleep. Its cackle feels as if it's burned into your brain. That's it! So I hunted down the thing that bit me, and you went crazy for a fox. I forgot what
Okay.
Kelsey did last time, but I'm pretty sure I went crazy. This has been the Yawhg. I'll see you next time, folks. Doku? Doku?
Snake!